caught up on all the episodes and look forward to it every week.
Awesome.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Man20.
Yeah, it's one of the nice things that about putting this at the end of the episode. Some people want to hang out to see what happens after the credits. This is what happens after the credits. You get shout outs. We make it personal. But if you just come here to listen to the content, totally awesome. Just, after we finish, cut it out, cut it off, So I'm glad that we can satisfy both types of people.
Yep. Thank you. We love you. All right, this next review is from Hio del Diablo 8, left on May 13th. It is 3 stars with the subject line that reads, potential to be great. They go on to say, the show is better than 3 stars with the potential of a solid 4, possibly even 5 stars. Aaron, Dan, and Kate are good hosts, but Don is annoying with his childish, crude attempts at humor. Hard to ignore his attempts at humor, but Aaron is a good lead on the show with Dan adding great support. Kate has improved much from the earlier shows, and I've come to really appreciate her and her insights. Dump Dan.
Say it.
Dump Dan and get that easy 5 stars. So I think you meant, this is the second time this has happened. They have meant dump Dawn and get that easy 5 stars. Okay, so
I have mixed feelings now. Mixed feelings. You built me up and then tore me down.
So, this is a older review. I'm guessing they listened to season 1 because on season 2, of course, we've had a change in some cast members. So, do an update with our new cast member, Anna, with her being on board, and let us know what you think. But thank you for your love and support, and hopefully we have changed that 3 stars into something else. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So our next one comes from Orange Thunder, from good old Canada. Titled, Great Listening. 5 stars. I was looking for a good conspiracy podcast, and this is it. While I don't always share the same opinion or buy into the theories, it is entertaining to say the least. Kudos for not putting your listeners through the ads that others do. How about some episodes on World War II German technology and its current role in today's military? Or maybe one on the Catholic Church? That could be spicy. All the best. Thank you, Orange Thunder. Yes. We actually will go into... We have an episode in the future that we'll do on our Patreon, I think, right, guys?
That one's about the Vatican.
Yeah, but that's pretty Catholic, right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, so, yes, thank you, Orange Thunder, and we got you.
Yes, thank you. Our next one is from Lily218 from the United States on May 14th, titled Excited for the Future with 5 stars. I have been a fan of this podcast for a few months, and I have been hooked since the first episode I listened to. It was the Black-Eyed Children episode, and it freaked me out, but I loved the editing and the production value. I'm sad to see Don and Kate go since they are a big part of the show, and I will especially miss Kate's intros, but I'm wishing them well. You guys never fail to inform me and keep me entertained. I'm excited for season 2, and I wish you all the best for this new season. Keep up the amazing work. Love you guys. Lily.
Well, thank you, Lily.
We definitely appreciate that.
I love you, and thank you for your love.
Hope you've been enjoying season 2.
Yes. All right. This next review was left by Mel's Hang, and it was left on May 15th. It is 5 stars with a subject line that reads Chef's Kiss. They go on to say, I've always loved conspiracies and theories of the third kind, so finding this podcast was just amazing. Every episode is so good, and the DMT episode was life-changing. Wow. Holy shit. Damn. Thank you guys for doing the most. It pays off, and I can't stop listening. Please make more. I'm obsessed. Much love from a teen in quarantine. Heart emoji. Well, thank you, Mel's Hang. Life-changing. Wow. I've gotten a lot of feedback that this DMT episode was very good. So, yeah. I've gotten a lot of feedback that a lot of episodes are good, but thank you, Mel's Hang. I'm glad
thank you very much.
Provide some good listening stuff for your ear holes. Love you.
Thank you. So our next one comes from Ryan McNeil from Canada again. I'm just attracting those Canadians today.
That's what it seems like.
This one was left on May 15th. 5 stars. Great content. One of my favorite podcasts. I listen every week and I'm looking forward to the extra show every week on Patreon when season 2 launches. Best of luck with season 2 and excited to see what the new host brings to the show. Highly recommend this podcast. Ryan, thank you so much. I mean,
Thank you.
I hope you like the changes. We're continuing to try to grow and never fall short of satisfying your cravings. Just let us know what you guys are looking for. We will provide.
Yes, we will. Thank you, and we love you.
Yep, thank you. The next one we have is from Zyka Erds, United States, left on 5/15, which was May 15, titled Great Show with 5 stars. Found the show right before quarantine happened and then listened to the whole backlog. Love the show. Season 1 was great. Joining the Patreon as soon as available, and I'm excited for Anna. Good to have some Balkan blood coming to the show. Haha, can't wait to hear more. Keep it up.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you love Anna like we all do.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. Kako si. I couldn't remember how to say thank you in Croatian in that moment. But
it sounded good to me. All right. So
what I said was, how are you? So I actually said something to her, but it's also like old Croatian. So she might also be like, you're from before the war or something.
Nice.
You make sure to edit that part
nope,
out.
I'm leaving it in. All right. So this last review for this week comes from Mayor 3.0. They left us 5 stars with a subject line that reads, finally, they deserve 5 stars. They go on to say, I know that reviews help these guys out a lot, but I haven't made a review because I would only listen when I had nothing else to listen to and never fully enjoyed it until it was just Danielson and Aaron. I actually started listening as soon as I saw the notification that a new show was uploaded after Donnie and Kate were gone, and now I love it. Everything seems a lot more put together, a lot more researched, funny without trying, and less. Can't wait to see what's next for these guys. All right, thank you, Mayor 3.0. We love you, and thank you for the love, and I'm glad you enjoy the new host, and I'm glad you enjoy the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
All right, so that's all the ratings and reviews for this week. Like I said, we're only going to do 10 since we're very backlogged, and if we did them all, it would take an entire episode. So we do 10 a week until we're caught up, and we're halfway through May, so we're only a month behind.
Only a month.
Yeah, but I love them. We could get more. Keep pushing them in, and I'll keep fucking putting them out, baby. All right, so I guess we go into shout-outs now. We have to do Patreon shout-outs, and I want to give a special Patreon shout-out to Dale and his wife, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So on June 4th, when our Patreon went live, Patreon automatically put us in this like
waiting period, a waiting room.
Yeah, like a waiting room to where they were like, hey, you know, we have to check and make sure everything goes okay. And I'm like, oh my God, why are we this is like our 3rd time of us being checked. Why is this happening? And I didn't know how long this was going to last. And I'm like, oh man, this might last a couple days. So I hadn't linked our website to our to our Patreon page. Finally, when I got the notification that our Patreon was live, I went to our Patreon to get the link before I could link our website to our Patreon page. Dale had already subscribed. He beat me to it. And I'm like, how the hell do we already have a subscriber? So I just want to thank Dale and his wife, Elizabeth, for that, because that was absolutely insane. I messaged him and had a good combo with him. So I just wanted to give him a shout out and tell him that I love them both. And, I just appreciate their support. I appreciate everyone's support on Patreon. I love every single one of you. We all do. You make this show possible. You supply the funds to keep it going. And without you, this show would be struggling right now to continue. So I really do appreciate it, and I love you all. And we have a couple more shout outs, right, guys?
So yeah, I want to shout out Man CNA. Love the support on the page. And also Hunter Letson on Twitter. We have some great conversation. And he's the first person to like or retweet something on that page. So he's like a force on Twitter. So recently I came across a new listener. His name is Todd from Twitter, of course. So, when you guys add me, I like to click on you to see who you are too. So check out Todd, find out he is a fellow Steeler fan. Here we go, Steelers. Like, it's in my blood. Love them. So, of course, we definitely wanted to make sure to send him a message. Found out that he had just found us that morning, listened to an episode, and he decided to go back to listen to the rest. But let me just say, I appreciate you so much, Todd. He went to our shop and bought a shirt. First day he listened, went to that shop, and man, that's amazing. I'm glad that we can make that much of an impact on you on that first episode. That's what we strive for, pulling emotion and connection to you guys. So, man, thank you so much for that. You're awesome, and I hope that you continue to love the episodes that we produce for you.
Yeah, thank you. You're amazing. I love you so much.
Yeah.
Go
Definitely
Steelers.
appreciate it.
Yes, go Steelers.
I'll wave the terrible towel once.
Nice.
Come find me, Troy Polamalu.
Oh my God. All right. Anna, do you have something you want to say before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I feel like, with the move and stuff, we did have to do some recordings ahead of time, so we weren't able to kind of express our support for what's going on. We are 100% in favor for equality for everyone, and Black lives do matter. And so I just really want to say that as one beautifully magical planet, let's all love one another. We are all one. There is only one race that walks this planet, and that, my friends, is the human race. We all need to stand together, support each other, and appreciate life. While we're at it, maybe we should love this planet a little bit better, too. It's the only one we got right now. And plus, goddamn, life is short. Don't forget that. The past can teach us many things. So let's be kind, and please rewind. Only to look back to learn, but never to repeat in the future. I'd say it's time for change, but hell, we all know it's over fucking due. So stand up. I said stand up for what you believe in, because nothing will change if you just sit there listening to our sexy voices all day. So go. Go now. We love you. We are here for you, and no matter what, we will stand by your side. Black lives do matter. Now let's prove it.
Well said.
Well said. I support everything you said. And with that, I guess we'll wrap up today's show. I want to thank you all for joining us today. And again, thank you for your support. You are all amazing. You are all loved. Every single one of you. So with that being said, Dan and Anna, you want to roll us out?
It's okay to be out of this world with your thoughts.
Because you're not alone.
Get an inside look at Hollywood with Michael Rosenbaum.
Let's get inside of Mark Paul Gosselaar. How hard was it, by the way, working on a series like NYPD Blue?
Glad I'm not walking onto a show that now, because with all social media and everyone has an opinion. In early 2000, there was one guy with a blog. I just remember reading that I was going to bring the franchise down. I was horrible. And by the way, I thought they were right.
Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
I saw a bitch today with big fat titties, and I said,
I
gross.
saw.
That's like the default. We just default to that.
If you start at the bottom of the barrel, there's no place to go but up. That's the motto for Sleepycast. That's what we learned.
All right, hold on.
Nowhere to go but up.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
is a bunch of guys, just a bunch of bullshitter.
Welcome to Sleepycast. Super special episode. I know people were probably waiting for another episode because Rice Pirate is in Philadelphia now.
You know who Rice Pirate is? He had his own cable access show about 5 years ago. He fucked a bunch of kids on it. He got fired, but now he's off the streets.
That's right.
Grab your kids. He's free.
This is my grand comeback.
Pennsylvania law for you.
I figured the internet was the place to come back to after a fall like that from grace.
Everyone falls, Mick, and sometimes you fall dick first into a trial, but you know what? Sometimes you get up afterwards.
Stop! Shut up, asshole! All right, so welcome to Sleepycast with not so special guest Mick, since he's going to be around all the time. I'm Stamper TV, and I'm here with Psychic Pebbles and Johnny Utah.
Hi there.
So you guys, this is my first podcast here. I've listened almost like crazy person.
He does the intro, by the way.
Well, not only that.
Give us some taste of that.
Hurry up. There's an island in the ocean.
How do you do that, dude? That's amazing.
So just like him.
Shut up.
Hey, were you annoyed when you gave us all those outtakes and you gave us like for the end, and I picked the one where you messed up?
Yeah, no. What was the actual intro supposed to sound like? What's the actual dialogue? What's it supposed to be?
I just know that I took a lot of takes where I put a lot of care in there, and my assumption is always that you guys are going to make me not sound like an asshole. But the truth is I was proud that you did make me sound like that because it lowers the bar for the whole podcast because you all sound like assholes. That's right. If we started off as good as I made it, it would just made the whole thing worse.
Because he actually did our intro.
like a real good job.
And he did an old man take, another take, and another take.
Oh, that's right.
And he actually did our entire intro really well that ended like the whole intro, but then we used the one where he was like, it's a bunch of guys, bunch of bullshit.
I think I forgot what the fuck I was reading.
And it was perfect.
It's Stamper.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think we've ever mentioned this on the podcast, but it's a fun fact. Stamper, what the intro is kind of based off of, because I always think it's a fun fact.
Tales from the Dark Side?
Tales from the Dark Side of Twilight Zone.
That's right.
We wanted that Tales from the Twilight Zone.
Tales from the Twilight Zone.
Tales from the Dark Side intro is still one of the scariest TV intros I think I've ever made.
It is pretty fucking creepy.
I think I actually ended up watching an episode because you...
The show is hit or miss, but overall it's a pretty good show.
I'm turning down the light on the fucking monitor because you guys stare at it like it's a fucking fire in your maw.
I'm monitoring the clipping, asshole.
I understand what you're fucking looking at, but clearly, even when I'm yelling at you and calling you a fucking asshole, it's still not clipping, so we're good.
No, you have to be like, fucking asshole!
Oh, look at that. You barely, both of you just barely touched the tip, which is what she said. Ow!
You'll fit in good here, mate.
Are you done making everybody XD?
That's right. We're done XD. Let's get to the laws and the keks.
So tonight on Sleepycast, we're going to discuss the one thing that's true to our heart. Jeff, what is it?
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes. Jeff, which kind of milkshake?
I like strawberries.
Shit, man.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck
Jeff.
I like.
Have you had a milkshake?
Yes, asshole.
Okay. What was a flavor that you...
Zimbabwe? What are you talking about?
Well, then if you had it, what was a flavor that you said, like, oh, I like this?
I had vanilla.
Why did you say Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
I am sure they do not have milkshakes in Zimbabwe.
That's the last of the fucking problems, though. It's like the lack of milkshakes.
I was trying to think of a hot, poor country.
Sucking water droplets out of mud puddles.
Did you just want me to say Africa? Did you want me to just say... the Congo?
You're not brown. That covers it all.
Naked black guy machete land? I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, not white. I mean yellow. I mean.
No, what is your favorite milkshake?
I like vanilla milkshakes. Okay.
Okay.
All
that's
right,
okay.
asshole. I was embarrassed because, like, it's such a bland.
Because it's such
flavor.
a like Paul Rudd milkshake.
I like
That's all
vanilla
right.
bean milkshakes with a little flecks of vanilla in it.
There you go.
Okay, that's fancy.
Actually,
what about you, Zach?
My policy on, I believe policy on chocolate, like ice cream and stuff, because whenever I see chocolate ice cream, like, it looks so tasty, it tastes so fucking good, but then you get it, it's too overwhelming, you feel sick if you have too much chocolate ice cream. And same thing goes with chocolate milkshakes, you know what I mean?
If you have too much chocolate.
That's what I mean, but it looks so good, it's desirable.
The Chick-fil-A milkshakes are.
You know what? Fuck
milkshake.
Chick-fil-A. I'm sick of people talking about Chick-fil-A. I hate Chick-fil-A. I can't stand it.
I will say that of all the
with
milkshakes,
their dried chicken sandwiches with a little piece of pickle on it.
I would normally go with strawberry, but I did remember back in the day, McDonald's made their St. Patty's Day mint shake.
Oh, the Shamrock Shake.
The Shamrock Shake. And that easily, I remember, was my favorite fucking milkshake.
I always looked forward to it, never got it. I always forgot about it.
You missed like
It's
the one day.
Oh, I can't wait to get that Shamrock Shake.
Yeah.
And then you stop in, they're like, yeah, that was last week.
You know who's got good milkshakes? Is Sonic. And they got
Yes,
a list of
yes,
fucking...
dude, they have really good fucking ice cream in general.
Can we talk about how much I hate Sonic?
What?
But their
I've never
milkshakes.
been to a No, it's not the food. It's just
The atmosphere? The idea of it?
You have
The
two
idea.
options. You eat in your car or you sit in that
Who the
weird
hell wants to
fucking
eat?
thing.
Who the hell wants to eat in their car?
Yeah, you get fucking, dude, you get french fries with your seat and shit.
I never actually ate there, but they put the tray on the side of your window, right? Or how do they do it? How do they give you your food?
Some faggot roller skates up to your window and trips and gets food over.
How do
his
they
face and
give you
laugh
your...
at
Do
him.
they
pass it into your car.
So you push the button. You,
All right.
you have to
Or
open
you
your
do
door.
drive-through.
Here's every Sonic. You pull up the Sonic. You have to open your fucking car door because you parked too far away. You press the button. You take 10 minutes to respond. You order your food. Some dude skates up and give you your
That's
food.
still awkward.
Yeah, no, it still doesn't matter. I never
don't like
thought
it.
about it because I never been there.
Yeah.
But the idea that you're eating a meal by yourself in a fucking
Even though
car
I
parked
think-
somewhere
Yeah, no.
just kind of has like a really sad like
Well, you
fucking
could.
feel to
They
it.
have like picnic tables outside, so you can eat outside. But it's like
that's
weather
true.
permitting, so it's cold
Right.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's really just this little box that they all cook in all day, so you can't go inside.
Right.
You can't piss there if you need to or anything.
I think what's worse than you mentioned eating alone in your car. I think what's worse is eating with people in your car. I hate this sound of like.
Oh, and then you get like
So I
8
always
bags
have
of food, and you're like, "Who got the chicken sandwich?"
Yeah.
That's not a chicken sandwich. And who got fries and who got tater
The
tots?
burgers are messy too.
I love the burgers, but they are a fucking mess. It's like eating a taco and
Yeah.
the bottom breaks.
You
But
have to bring that shit home and put it on a plate.
whenever I eat at Sonic, I always have to turn my radio on because there's no people in the car. I hate the sound of raw, like confined eating.
And
Well,
then
you know that-
fucking assholes always leave trash in my car.
I
gotta clean
do
out.
not pin that on me. I have a car. I know what it's like for people to leave fucking Wendy's bags in the back of your car.
I know you leave them in your car all the time.
I don't. I have a
You guys do that to me. Like, every time I open my back seat, the floor is covered in water bottles and
You
gummy
guys
bears.
cannot
That's
accuse me
because
of
you're the
that. I'm
fucking
100%
you're the
sure I
fucking
don't do
taxi
that.
service for some of these fucking assholes.
I hate
true.
leaving. I don't leave trash in people's car ever because I hate what happens to me. That's a fact.
You know, I
Fucking
honestly
bottle
don't know
of
what's
water
worse.
does
I
this.
honestly don't know what's worse is to either have someone puke in your fucking back seat or puke all over the side of your car, like when they roll down the window. They never actually puke off of your
Obviously,
car.
you'd rather
They
have-
somehow manage to get all of the puke all along the side of your
don't-
car. You're driving along and it like crusts on the side of
does
your
that
car.
happen
It's
to
a
you?
regular thing.
I hang
to
out
plan.
with some interesting folk back in the day. You guys are pretty good about that kind of stuff. I mean, Zach, you at least have the decency to go to the bathroom, but
puke on the floor. Like,
yeah, or
it's
the
like
floor and then
disturbing.
lie in it for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
I was trying not to bring up that story because I respect you so
I
much.
think I think I told that story. I did tell that
You
story in
did.
the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
The
About
world knows what a freak I am.
Dude, I was there in the bathroom with you, feeding you
Yeah,
water, cradling you in my arms, breastfeeding you fucking bottled water to make sure you survive.
We're talking about the time I got very drunk at Magfest. I think I told it on 2 episodes ago, on episode 14, I think.
Yeah, where you were Skyping me on the toilet?
Yes, well, I think that was. But yes, Mick was nice enough to bring me bottles of water. God bless him. He didn't have to do that.
I remember the night before though. That's where like I kind of wanted to kick your ass. Was that we had gotten that bottle of Jack Daniels,
Yeah.
and then you started
Woodford
drinking
Reserve.
That was it Woodford? No, right. So we had the Woodford, which cost a lot of fucking money, by the way, and then you poured it into a fucking glass. You had a full fucking glass of Woodford. You were already drunk, and it was like 3 a.m. already. And then all of a sudden, I remember turning to you saying, "Dude, there's no way you're drinking that. There's there's no way. And you were
know,
like, it's okay. I'll get a mixer. So you called room service, and it was like $5 for a fucking Coca-Cola, and you ordered 2 of them. And I remember before the fucking Coca-Cola showed up, that glass was empty.
Can I say? I think drunk me felt challenged by you. You can't drink all that. I was like, I'll fucking show that guy. You challenged me.
And you showed him.
I showed you.
Yeah, you sure showed us.
I showed you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You know what you didn't show? Up to the panel.
Oh, shit.
But to step back, I will leave trash in somebody's car.
I will.
Their car is already trashy. It's kind of like living in Philly where you see trash on the ground already and you're like, should I find a trash can or should I just throw the shit in the street?
So that's what it starts though. One guy throws one wrapper in the bed, the second guy goes, oh, fuck that.
There's no trash cans in Philly. San Diego is a beautiful, clean, amazing place. For example, San Diego. But there's a trash can on every corner, so there's no excuse to litter.
Yeah, we're finishing a gallon of fucking
Your vodka
Vegas.
bottle is so big.
This vodka out of the bottle, straight out of the bottle, like a fucking cartoon character.
I'm sorry, it doesn't
have
glass
like a civilized human being.
I'm not a civilized human being. It's like you'll see a trash can, right? And there'll be trash piled all over it. Nobody actually is throwing trash in it. They're just fucking throwing trash on top of the pile.
Trash at it.
Yeah, and it's just like it's all fucking gathering all around it. Like, yeah, nobody fucking cares.
They view the trash can as a suggestion rather than...
Right.
It's like, that general direction's fine.
I feel like I'm being a good citizen by throwing my trash in the general direction of a fucking trash can.
Mick, you're a savage animal.
Shut up.
You're just farting on people all day long.
I do.
You make sure they hear it, too.
I make sure they hear it and see it. Stamper knows this already. I give people like a 3 or 5 second prep where I will actually get into a position where you absolutely know it's about to happen. There's no debate. So it's not like it's a surprise.
I was making breakfast. He got in a horse stance and farted. For those of you who are familiar with Japanese karate, he got in a horse stance and blasted ass.
Jeff.
Near the bacon, so some of the particles could have ended up on the bacon.
Would you be traumatized, Jeff, if some like fucking scary buff to attack, like some skinhead broke into your house and had a big fucking gun and a knife, and he was like walked into your bedroom, and you woke up, and he's like, yo, piss ass, wake up! Did a horse
piss ass?
And then he did a horse stance and farted on you and left and started giggling. Would that traumatize you?
Zach, what the fuck? Why?
I'm curious. I want to get your psychology. I want to see what happens.
You're curious of all the things you want to ask. You're curious about that.
Speaking of you wouldn't believe, I'm going to tell you a story of something that I did recently. This is the most fucking... I shouldn't even be telling this
Yes,
story.
you should.
Knowing you for a decade. Let's see how surprised I am by this.
Yes. I'm gonna get crucified for this one. # Stamper does something. All right. All right. So, long story short, not to bore anybody, but I was drunk, much like I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I was working after I should have gone to bed. It's like an hour, and I was pretty fucking toasted. I thought it'd be a good idea. Also because I'm lazy, but I thought it'd be a good idea to not go to the bathroom, but stand up and piss into a water bottle that was sitting by my desk.
Also, did it have a little opening at the top?
And I just pressed my dick hole up against the opening and then sprayed pee into the bottle, filled it up. And it was also kind of a scientific experiment.
Yeah, I was going to say, you left that part out. You initially told me that the initial impetus for it was to test how big is the human bladder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is a big fucking Deer Park bottle.
All right,
and
here
when
we
you
go.
fill a Deer Park bottle with your piss, you're just like, well, how this was sitting in my body somehow.
Like
and
a 2 liter, right?
Yeah, your bladder's only so big, so it's kind of fascinating. Anyways, so I went back to work for like an hour, and I was so fucking wasted. I was like,
oh, dude.
Yeah, no, you know exactly. You know exactly where this is going.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you do.
And I was like, man, if I don't get some water in my system, I'm gonna wake up with the worst fucking hangover. And I drank
a clear bottle. It was clear, but it was
a clear bottle, yeah,
with yellow-ish fluid.
No, but that's the thing. It wasn't.
It was warm, dude.
It wasn't like
it must have had a little tinge to it.
A little tint, right? But I drank half a bottle of my own piss, and I didn't even fucking realize.
You got like 8 bathrooms in your house.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This is the dedication. Piss of your own piss.
I drank a half bottle of my own piss, and I didn't even realize it. I went to bed, and I woke up.
Wait,
and I was
you
like,
didn't just wait. So you didn't immediately know?
No,
he didn't.
I put, and then, you know what the thing is? I drank. Yes, as much as I could, and then I went back for more to get through half a bottle. I thought it was fucking water, and I didn't even fucking realize.
And how it's absolutely
You're drinking uric acid, and you didn't even realize it's.
No, are my taste buds that gone?
No,
Yes.
and the other thing he forgot to mention was that he said to me, I went down to the office, and he was kind of like hesitant to tell me the story.
I drank a bottle of my own piss.
No, I
man.
remember seeing. No, I saw it on his desk. And I looked at it. I was like, he may have seen the confusion in my eyes.
How far gone are you? You fill up a whole bottle of piss and you forget you even did that, and you're just like, oh, just what?
Yeah,
dude, I was gone. I put my hand
to be
over
fair,
and
there's
around,
like to be
and
fair,
I was
there's
so
like
happy that there was just water. Convenient.
I can't trust any of you guys.
There were 3 bottles of
What
water.
are you gonna do, drink
there were
my
3
piss?
bottles of water on his desk.
Enjoy your drink, Jeff.
And in the back of my mind, I knew that it was like, I was like, okay, there's like 3-4 bottles of water here. I put a cigarette butt out in one, so I can't drink that one.
Oh, so you're already kind of cautious.
No,
anyway.
that's right.
And I was like so happy that there was a bottle of water here, and I didn't have to go to the fucking kitchen, and then I drank my own piss.
He was like, look at this bottle. There's not an ash or a fucking cigarette butt in it.
And you would think your gut instinct is to wake up and just puke everywhere when you realize
Everybody
what
in
you
your
did.
house is a fucking alcoholic, except for Joy. Sort of.
Or is she?
Or actually, maybe you all are.
Yeah, maybe.
Why?
Maybe
How
you
am I an
are too.
alcoholic? Just drinking my own piss doesn't make me an alcoholic.
That kind of does make you a fucking
Well,
alcoholic.
I have a question.
Come on, let's be honest. You fucking you were
Opens
so
the door
drunk
for
you
doubt.
peed into a bottle and then drank half.
Oh,
of
like
it.
you're all so fucking good. I'm so
I didn't
fucking
say-
sorry.
I never said I did. I haven't. Well, I haven't drank my own
Look,
pee.
I drink my own piss. You touch kids. To each their own.
I have a
Stamper,
question.
you know when you eat cake and you wake up the next like before you go to bed, you wake up the next morning, you have that like fucking taste in your mouth. Was that in your mouth? Like
Cake?
He did say
like,
he had a
no,
little.
No, like you ever eat food and then like take a nap and you wake up and you have
Yeah,
the, like,
alright,
taste?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Stamper did mention.
I did
that.
that.
You had the fucking piss with the you're like take piss.
But I didn't know what it
Piss.
was. I just thought it was because
Piss.
I didn't brush my teeth before I went to bed.
You didn't.
Turns
'Cause he
out
passed out.
it was piss.
It was piss. Who
That's
does?
right.
I'm just curious, like, how sick can that make you drinking a bottle of your own piss? I mean,
He cleared half the bottle of his own
Half.
piss. and he's
Oh, it was
fine.
only half.
You
Let's
can
be
drink
honest.
your own piss. Now, would you judge me more if it was somebody else's piss? That's the question.
a little bit.
no,
a little
I am
bit.
curious,
Maybe
though.
20% more.
Well, see, there you go.
Because they always say that piss is sterile, right? They say pee is sterile.
Well, no, I mean piss is just the stuff your body doesn't want.
Yeah,
I
so when they
understand,
say
so
it's
it's gotta be-
sterile, it's still
Yeah, no,
like-
but I've
It's
heard.
like eating your own shit.
Yeah, but shit ain't sterile.
You piss and shit are the same thing. It's like getting when you drink and eat, your body sucks it up.
I'm not
And then
disagreeing with
yeah,
you that they're
sprays-
both
sprays out the
disgusting.
rest.
That's
but
waste.
Yeah, it's waste.
Yeah.
But I've never. I understand it's waste, but I've never heard the phrase that shit is sterile. I have heard the phrase
I'm sure you
that
think-
piss is sterile.
You can take a bite of a nugget, be safe. You might get a little bit nauseous.
Yeah, but
you
if
can be safe.
you're in the desert,
you
and
might buckle up your tooth from a piece of corn.
You should.
if you're in the desert and you're dying, you could drink your piss to survive a little. You can't eat your shit.
You should get that machine that
Yes,
Kevin
I do
Costner
wanna
has
bet.
at the beginning of Waterworld where he pisses. in
That's
the-
right.
Dude,
he
you don't
takes
even
a
need
dump.
it. All you have to do is piss in a bottle and drink it.
In Waterworld, if Kevin Costner took a dump into like some big plastic container and came out as like a fucking vegan burger, it would just be like all the good bits.
Here's my
that you can
question.
eat from that burger.
So at the beginning of Waterworld, you
Yeah.
see Kevin Costner piss into this machine.
That's
and,
a first scene.
Yeah.
yeah, and then it like cycles it, and then he could drink it, right?
Right.
He's in the fucking ocean. Why didn't he put ocean water in there to
Boil it or
Yeah.
something.
Why did
Well,
he have to piss
The
to get his
the
water?
process of removing salt from water is a really difficult one.
Oh, so
But
they did
removing
their
the
research for
fucking
that
piss
piece of shit.
from
I think
piss.
It's mostly water anyway.
I think
Piss is mostly
purifying urine is easier than purifying salt water.
All right. All I remember from
forget what it's called,
Waterworld was
for-
that he made like
Anti-pissification.
$80 million from that movie, and the movie
I
made
didn't hate the
$0.
movie. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate the movie like people.
I didn't hate. Yeah, I didn't hate the movie.
I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was kind of fun.
I mean, yes, the guys riding around on the jet skis with their fucking smoky goggles on look like a bunch of assholes.
it
but-
was Mad Max on water as far as I was concerned. It was like, that's kind of what it was. It was like this dystopian future.
It was creepy. Like they dump all the dead bodies into this vat where they just like decompose into like
Fuel, right?
Like
Or-
applesauce, basically.
Oh,
And
was
they
it
just
applesauce?
Eat decomposed people applesauce.
Did you see that movie Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like that, right? They were throwing all the rats in the machine.
Spoilers! I haven't seen it.
Oh, who fucking... You know what? Everyone was talking about how good it was.
I thought it was alright.
I thought it was alright. I thought it was trash compared to everybody saying it was the best next thing.
See, that's the thing. Like,
since fucking...
Like with Waterworld.
White bread.
Like with Waterworld, like, it's not a bad movie, but... compared to the budget and everything, like so that's what people compare it to.
What do you think?
Is like
if Waterworld just came on TV one night, you'd watch it and be like, "Oh,
it's fucked up," because the movie itself is the exact same. The contents are no different. You watch it differently. It's the same movie, so I always think it's kind of unfair to judge it. Everyone does it. I do it. It's kind of unfair to judge it based on the reputation it has rather than the contents.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you made a film and everybody was like, "Everyone said the movie it fucking sucks." It's like, it's not their fault. Like, they made the movie they wanted to make.
That just happened to me last night.
Yeah.
Mick was like, hey, have you ever seen this movie, The Grey, with Liam Neeson?
Oh,
and then
yeah, the Wolf movie.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, I never watched it because somebody told me it sucked. And then I watched it last night and I was like, you know what? That's not bad. So I was like, you have to make up your own
But if
fucking
you were told it
mind.
was the best movie of all time, you watch it, like, fuck that movie.
Well, yeah, it's like, so bottom line, you should never listen to fucking anybody and you should make up your own fucking mind.
Walk in and see every movie sucks.
Look at the trailer for The Grey and be like, do I feel like watching this movie?
I will say the most interesting thing about watching The Grey was Stamper pointing out the fact that he thought Liam Neeson's name came from half of the word William.
It does come from half the name William.
All right, hold on. And then halfway through the movie, you were like, I think people should call me Liam Stamper. A minute later, you're like, fuck that. That's dumb. Don't call me Liam.
His name is William Neeson. So he
Liam's Irish, right?
That's what I thought. I thought it was just like, oh, that's an Irish name.
Instead of going with Will, he went with Liam. He just took the last half.
Somebody in the comments is gonna have to fucking clarify that because neither
they don't
of
have
us.
to clarify. That's the
No,
fucking fact.
none of us did the research. Did you do the research on that?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
What, I'm just spilling shit out of my ass.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
Yeah, that back in your mouth, just like your piss.
Just spills right out of your butt.
Now I'm curious because watch, they're gonna be like, no, that was a dream that you had.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. What was this Liam Neeson movie?
It's called like Non-Stop or something.
Yeah.
It was alright.
It seemed like it was he's like one of those actors.
Yeah.
He's like a Bruce Willis. Like the movie doesn't have to be amazing, but he's just so good.
He's playing the same guy he plays in every movie.
Maybe his wife, she died. You know how she died?
No.
She died like 4 years ago. She died the most fucking boring, stupid way to die. She was skiing, she fucking like tapped her head and she was like, I have a headache, and she died.
She had a concussion.
Yeah, that fucking killed her. Could you imagine dying? That's the most lame way to die.
But that's not the most boring way.
Would you stop insulting Liam Neeson on our podcast?
Yeah, when you said
Listen,
boring
Will,
way, she like read a bad book and then was just like, I don't
mean,
like this
would you
book,
rather
and
get
then
fucking
died.
split in half? I don't know. There's way cooler ways to die.
There are.
Like a cancer or something cool?
Yeah, I don't know how cool cancer is, but
Yeah, you look really
Cancer's
cool on a
cool.
hospital bed with tubes hanging out of your fucking throat.
You do.
I always feel weird when I buy cigarettes for other people.
Yeah, you know what? Stamper mentioned that before you showed up.
I don't really care that much, but every time I'm like,
No, because Jeff doesn't smoke.
Can I get a
Every now
pack
and again, I'll be like,
Marlboro Lights, and I like kind of look at the floor.
The conversation we had before you showed up.
And
the Marlboro Lights.
And then they're like, they don't have lights. They're called golds, and you're like,
just say.
I'm just saying.
Give me something that's green. That's all you have to say.
All right.
Give me something green.
What if they give them fucking weed?
What's the difference between menthols? Like, what does it taste like, a menthol cigarette over a regular cigarette?
It's minty, my friend.
Just minty.
It's minty.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be like
it's like breathing in the cold air from
right.
the top of a mountain.
All right, that makes sense.
Except it's totally chemical, fiberglass, but it feels.
You know what,
really
faggot?
minty.
You're smoking the same fucking garbage.
You know what?
I grew up in a
not
cloud of
disagreeing.
cigarette smoke, so I can breathe like
So did I.
That's right.
Tolerance.
I grew up in Asia, and everybody fucking smokes. So I
The
feel
air
like
is fucking polluted too. It's disgusting.
If you go to China in like the tourist book, they tell you at the back, if you develop a cough, like you've got issues with your lungs, it's not that you're sick.
Welcome to
You're just
China.
breathing the air. That's literally in the tourist books.
Welcome to China.
Bitch.
If you have pain in the back of your eyes
What
and
is
you're
with-
fucking dizzy.
What's with Chinese? I keep reading about how Chinese people going on vacations, they're like shitting in the streets and they're just acting like animals.
Okay, I don't know if you were trying to be funny or not, but when I
No.
went
real.
when I went to Beijing, absolutely I saw a mother holding her child over the sidewalk. So she's on the sidewalk. And it's William Neeson.
Yeah, see?
Jesus Christ. Okay, good job. You proved me wrong. Anyways, in China...
So get back to the shit.
We were at a bus stop, and I remember seeing a lady hold her child over the sidewalk. He's naked, butt ass. She's just holding him, and his poop coming out of his butt. Just right over the fucking sidewalk.
But this is just something I read today. Thailand was... this is mandatory, giving all Chinese people coming into the country pamphlets on how to
not poop in the streets. No, it's because in some parts of China they still fucking poop in the streets, and they hold their kids over a fucking gutter or the fucking
You also have
sidewalk.
that weird social fucking etiquette that Americans don't have, where if somebody's like dying in the street or pissing in the street or shitting in the street, you just walk by and you don't do it. Versus us, where we're like, "Why are you shitting in the street, man?" You don't shit in the street.
No,
you just turn a blind eye to everything.
They're not turning a blind eye. They're all going, "Oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to hold me over the fucking sidewalk when I'd take a dump."
Jeff, scenario: you're walking on the street. It's a foggy evening.
Yeah.
You see a crippled guy roll up to you, and he's like, "Please give me $1. Please give me $1."
That crippled guy. Hey.
Please give me $1.
Yes,
Do
I
you
give him
have
$1.
Do you give him the dodo?
Did we ever release this story I was telling about the crippled guy I knew in college? Lieutenant Dan?
Wait, Lieutenant Shit?
Yeah.
No, but we're gonna release that one though.
Alright, I'll just leave that then.
Jeff.
Yeah.
You meet a beautiful woman. She's got the big tits. She's got the big vagina. All the good packages.
Yeah.
You take her back to your place.
Yeah.
You show her your collection of Dragon Ball Z action figures. She knows what's up. She knows what's coming. You get that hoe in bed, you know what I'm saying? You get those titties out.
Yeah.
She shows her fucking flapjack titties. You're like, alright.
Uh-huh.
But then she's like, Jeff, let me eat your butthole.
Yeah.
She says that to Jeff.
She says that to Jeff. Jeff, what do you do?
I don't want anybody's face in my butthole.
She's like, Jeff, she pulls up her hair. It's me, your dad, you passed the test. I raised a good boy. That's real life, Jeff.
My dad would hit me.
It's gonna happen,
My dad
Jeff.
would hit me if I made a joke about that.
So your dad would do that and then hit you?
I didn't raise a faggot.
That would be the best Thanksgiving story when all your fucking relatives haven't seen each other for years. And you're like, "Hey, Dad, remember that time you showed up in the wig and y'all wanted to fucking..."
My dad has no stories like that. My dad only has stories about outrunning police.
He's a badass.
Your dad plans this
Apparently.
for years.
For like 10 years. No, for like 20 years with your baby.
And then he eats your butthole out and then beats your ass because you're a
Because you
faggot.
raised your own. Yeah, because you raised your own. I didn't raise no faggot.
I don't understand the whole eating butt thing.
I don't either. It's strictly a doo-doo.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask. Have you ever? I mean, at the height, like sometimes when you're getting really horny, and all of a sudden you're thinking outside of your normal box.
No, we talked about this before. I have a straight-laced fuck. My capacity. Parts of my brain. I don't need therapy when I get super horny. I'm like, oh, I'd love to lick. She licks shit off her dick. I don't think.
Okay,
he's in the Chris
I think I would
O'Neill
love to.
zone.
I'm not in the Chris O'Neill zone. This is a very human thing. When you get to the craziest peak of
Nick,
your
come on, what's yours?
horny psychosis, I just want to know. No, this is a question. You can't deflect it before I fucking ask it. What is if
He's cradling